Well, that wraps up a big weekend of racing here in Belgium. We've had the Heit Nieuwsblad in Kuurne-Brussels-Kuurne. I think I got that out correctly. I'm here with Sports Director Matt White. How do you assess the overall weekend for the boys?
Yeah, I think we can draw some positives out of it for sure. We had our fair share of bad luck. Cookie and Jens crashed again today. But that's Belgium racing. That's rough and tumble. How we get up here all the time. But Ada's had a good sprint today. I think he finished 7th. I haven't seen the official results. The boys rode very well for him. Got a little bit boxed in on the finish, but that's sprinting as well. And I think it's a good little wakey. This is a different style of racing, and when we come back here in 3 weeks' time, 4 weeks' time, there's a bit of work to be done before we get back here next time.
The conditions are here. It's a lot chillier than back home in Australia. How does that affect some of the riders? I mean, do you find some riders just simply don't like this type of weather?
Yeah, I think even this weekend is a good weekend for up here in February. I've been up here in the past with when you've had 1, 2, 3 degree temperatures, and some guys when they come from they've come from Oman or they've come from Australia, they really stop, and their legs don't go around. And it does take a little bit of time to get used to, especially the guys who live in Spain. But the guys who live up here, they train up here. It's second nature for them. So it's a different style of racing, but it's good to get in before we hit the bigger races like Paris and Tirreno-Adriatico.
All right, well, talking about those races, I mean, what's the schedule now to fill people in back home? What are the guys going to be up to?
Yeah, we've got 3 programs running next week. So we've got Paris starts on Sunday. We've got an altitude camp in Sierra Nevada, which also starts on Sunday. And then we're taking a group to Tirreno-Adriatico, which we're leaving Friday night, and we're going to do 4 days reconnaissance of the first stage or 2. And we're going to do some team time trial training and get one last long ride in before we start the race and get the guys from Northern Europe out of Northern Europe and nice weather training in Italy. Which, these races are what are going to set us up for the Ardennes, set us up for the Northern Classics. So basically the team for Flanders and Roubaix will be at Tirreno. Gossi, Stewie, these guys, and again some of the guys from here race Tirreno. And obviously that's the big preparation for Milan-San Remo. And then the other group in Paris, that's Simon Gerrans, Michael Albacini, Wes Salzberger, Simon Clark. That's the group more for the Ardennes, Amstel, Flesch and Liège. So we've got 2 distinct groups. And then the guys who aren't doing those 2 races, we take them to altitude with our mechanics, our soigneurs, and we do a really good 10-day block of altitude at Sierra Nevada. And a lot of those guys are getting ready for a little bit later in the season, the Giro or the tail end of the Classics.
All right, well, we look forward to it, mate. There's some big races not too far away.
Yeah, it's all starting now.